All right, here we go. Episode 7 of the 10-day, 10 episode Ozark Season 3 recap. Like I said, we're going to keep rolling. And as you can see, I got rid of my intro. I'm just going to jump right into it for you guys. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to come up with me a new intro. But hey, if you're new to the channel, hey, subscribe to it. Turn on your notifications. You can get something every time I drop. And if you're a returning watcher, thanks for watching. And I love commenting and responding back to everything you guys got. If you know me, I'm not going to hold you guys up. We're going to jump right into this. But if you can, follow me on my social media. MoedotJ on everything. Hey, let's jump right into episode 7. As y'all know, at the end of the last episode, there was a big mishap, a big boom explosion. Blew up the truck from the Kansas City mob, laundering the Navarro money for the cartel. They're supposed to be meeting up with Ruth to exchange the money and take to the casino and wash it. But the rival cartel came in and blew it up because they're trying to get even with Navarro. Now the FBI, Agent Evans and Agent Maya Miller, they both have Ruth in here with Helen, and they're pretty much just asking questions. Well, it's mainly Agent Evans. You know, he's trying to do right by Agent Petty and continue this case and get it right. So he's pretty much like, hey, you're moving cartel money for the KC mob. And she's like, I don't know anything about that. You met up with Frank Jr.'s workers. These are close associates of Frank Jr. And she tells him, I can't speak to that. They show him evidence from the explosion, and Ruth looks at it like, what is this? I don't know nothing about this. You got to talk to Frank Jr. about that. I can't speak about that. So then they ask, why are you here with Helen? This is the cartel's lawyer. I don't know anything about that. I just know she's my lawyer and she's representing me. So Ruth, she's been growing on me. She's holding strong. And everything that they ask her, I don't know anything about that. You got to ask those people. You got to ask Frank Jr. of the mob. If you think this is Navarro cartel money, then go ask Navarro. Don't ask me. I don't know anything about this. So then pretty much Helen says, well, that's all. You don't have to answer any more questions for them. You know, my client is innocent of all these charges that you guys are asking. She doesn't need to answer anything else. She doesn't know anything. So Helen pretty much gets her out of there. And Ruth is just growing on me. And she's growing for the cartel and for Helen. She's like, hey, man, you really are solid. Your loyalty is with us, the cartel and Marty. So that's a good thing. Frank Sr. of the mob calls Marty out and they have a little meeting. Pretty much this is short and quick. Marty, what happened? What happened? Why are my men dead? And Marty's like, man, I don't know anything. Man, we need to let the feds do their job and we'll figure it out. When I know, you'll know. And he's trying to figure out, why did Tony and two of my other dudes get killed, my truck blown up, and all the money lost? But Ruth was there and nothing happened to her. He must have set him up. And he's like, hey, whoa. Ruth didn't do anything. She got out of there in time. So don't put this on me or Ruth trying to say we set you up or anything. We wouldn't set you up because you guys are a big part of our operation. But Frank, you know, you got to think like that. If my men got killed and yours didn't, then were you with the people that did it? But it's a rival cartel and Frank of the mob doesn't understand that yet. So it turns out that they got information, they tracked down who it was. So it was the Laguna Cartel, the one that they've been at war with since the beginning of this season. And it's pretty much Helen is saying, hey, they tracked them down, they went to a private airfield, they left, they went to Mexico. They're no longer a threat. So with this being done, they're all like, okay, cool, you know what I'm saying? We can relax a little bit, but we still need to be on our P's and Q's because if they're gonna come and do this, there's no telling what they're willing to do. Especially if Navarro keeps going back and forth. So it turns out Navarro's been calling Wendy and she hasn't answered. So he calls Helen like, where's Wendy? And she says, oh, she's right here. So pretty much Navarro was, he's like, hey, when I call, you need to answer your phone. So then she goes on a spiel like, well, if our brand gets messed up or we get hit like this, it's going to look bad for us. It's going to be hard for us to launder your money. He doesn't care about that. Navarro he loves his money, but he loves his power more. So it's the power, money, and then probably family and everything else. But what he pretty much says is, I don't care about all that. We run this operation the way I say run it. And when I call, you better answer. He hangs up. Navarro ain't playing, man. Just real quick, I had to touch in on Sue. So Sue pulled up with the McLaren. So you know that Marty and Wendy had been paying her off on the side a little bit extra on top of what they already make on their payments. So Sue's little crazy self, she went in and bought a McLaren. She said, man, you know what? YOLO. One life to live. I'm kind of old. Let me get me a sports car. The yellow McLaren, the canary yellow. Let me get that right there. She pulls up to Marty's house like, hey, Marty, look, you know what I'm saying? I think I'm spending my money and living my life. Helen asks Wendy, who is that? And she said, oh, that's Sue, our therapist. And she's pretty much asking, how much do you know? And Wendy's like, you remember they had that little spiel last time, but they didn't really go into detail too much of what happened. But she knows some information, and Wendy was like, not much. So that's a red flag with Helen, especially you got this bright yellow car in the Ozarks and you're older. Come on, Sue. People are gonna be on you. Where you get this money? At this point, Ben is he's pretty much like on the run. After he's seen what he's seen, he's getting out of here. So he's the one that picked Ruth up from the FBI, from the station where she was getting questioned. He was pretty much telling her like, hey, what did my sister tell you? And Ruth told him, oh, well, you haven't been on your meds. And he's pretty much telling her like, hey, I haven't seen Wendy since I was 18 for the most part. They've seen each other, but she left when she was 18. She went off with Marty. So she doesn't know how he is or who he is, to be honest with you, like when he is off his meds. But he goes home and he's scrambling. He's picking up stuff. He's packing up his stuff. He's like, man, me and Ruth, we got to go on the road. So he told Ruth, hey, get your stuff together. We got to get out of here. But it's mainly he has to get out of here. Ruth can't leave. She's untouchable by the mob, technically. And with Marty around, as long as Marty's around, Ruth is going to be good because he knows Ruth trusts him. But right now, Ben, they have to get out of here, man, because he done seen some things. He seen the whole explosion. Agent Meyers, she comes up, she's snooping around still. Well, not snooping, she really doing her job, but she sees Sam in here day after day after day after day, losing money. This dude ain't winning nothing. Like, if you were just looking at him, if you worked there, you'd be like, you back again today, Sam? Okay, this is about to be how much you losing today? 30, 40,000? Because he's supposed to run through 200, 300,000 from his inheritance in his little pot that he has. But Agent Meyers, she's like, yeah, I did a little background check on you. You wouldn't be helping launder money, because if you are helping the Byrdes out by losing all this money here, because it doesn't look like you've been winning much, we will hold you and tie you to this case. And he's like, nah, I'm just in here gambling. I'm just, I'm not that good at it. And she pretty much like, hey, well, look, if we find a suspicion to you, then we'll go check your taxes. We'll check everything, your income, everything. And we'll be on you just like the feds are on this. You see this? See, he works for me. He works for me. He works for me. We can come do this for you too if we find out that you're bringing money in here just to lose. But that's what he's doing, because in the outcome, they're going to give him, if he loses 200,000, I think they're gonna give him like 280,000 or something back like that, some like 8% or something like that. 280,000, 8% of 200,000. But you get the point. Oh man, the drama starts. So Ruth is leaving the Missouri Belle, about to head home like she always do on a normal night, maybe a Tuesday, Wednesday night. Nothing big. She's walking out, and all of a sudden, she is sucker punched by Frank Jr. in the Kansas City mob. Now, Frank not only punches her, but he stomps her out. And the reason for this is, one, they messed up Frank's car. Remember, they put the Byrde seat on there and tore up the paint, $7,800 worth of damage. I'd be mad too. Like, I have an old school. I have a couple of them. I have Monte Carlo. I got a Cutlass. I got 3 Cutlasses in a Monte Carlo. But even if it happened to my little Tahoe truck I got outside, if someone was to damage that on purpose and did not pay for it, oh man, I'm angry. Now I wouldn't punch no female, but Frank, he's untouchable. And he does what he wants to do. So he punches her and stomps her out. Not only that, he's upset because Tony was his friend. And he died in the explosion. When they blew up the truck and they shot everybody, Tony the henchman, that was Frank's boy. And it was like, you set him up. You told him to go to this new drop point, and then you weren't there. Like, why weren't you killed too? So Frank got a lot of anger built up in him. He's probably drunk too, but man, it's getting crazy, man. Like, the mob is turning on Marty, and man, the cartel might have to intervene on it. So at this point, Ruth's in the hospital, and everyone's having like a family bonding. So Helen sits down with her daughter, Erin, and she's pretty much talking to her like, I know I haven't been there. I've been busy working, but I really care for you. And I don't want you to go back to Chicago. If you notice that the dad got beat up. So she's just like, yeah, I want us to become closer. And Erin doesn't know how to do that because she hasn't been around. She always been with her father. Then we see 3 goes up to Darlene's house, and he pretty much, he goes in there and he's trying to talk to Wyatt. And Wyatt's like, yeah, man, I want you to come move up here. There's a cabin. You can go move out in the cabin. The cabin is all yours by yourself. And he was like, are you going to be in the cabin with me? I'm like, nah, the cabin's yours, man, but I'll be staying up here. So 3's like, and I thought I was going to be moving in with my brother. Like, we were going to have our own little spot, and it'd be me and you like old times. But the crazy relationship between Darlene and Wyatt is weird and unorthodox. But, hey, if you like older women, you like older women. Or if you just need a place to stay and some food. So, Wyatt making... Oh, my goodness. It is like... So Marty and Frank Sr., they had a little meet up again in their little undisclosed location. And they get there and Marty's pretty much like, hey, look, what is wrong with your son? Frank Jr. is a grown man. He is not a kid, and he beat the F out of a girl. He put Ruth in the hospital, man. It ain't even funny, like, what he did to Ruth. And Frank is like, hey, cool heads, man, cool heads. And Marty's like, no, forget that, man. You know what? You talking about I need to get my things in order? No, you need to get your things in order. Your son beat up a girl. Did you not know that Tony was a snitch? He was a criminal informant. How much information did he have? Did he ever wear a wire? Was anybody else compromised? And Frank is like, if I would have known, yeah, if you would have known, but you didn't know. So I'm telling you now that you messed up. You're messing up more things than anything. So you know what? All our businesses is cut. You're done. We don't have anything else to do with you. And if you or your son come anywhere near my family or Ruth or my business, then Frank Jr. is going to be hanging off a bridge in Mexico. So pretty much, hey, Marty was like, I'm getting Navarro involved. If you keep messing around, come back around here, our business is done. You'll be done. Your son will be done. The cartel don't play that, man. They don't care what you do, who you are. When the cartel comes from you, they coming for you. Hey, Marty's really stepping up now, man. Frank, that was messed up. You really ruined a good thing that you... Agent Meyers, she's staying on Marty like, hey, man, I need you to flip. She's trying to get him to come work for the FBI and do 18 months of jail. And Marty's like, nah, if you want me to work for you, then you need to do things my way. I'm not going to jail and I'm not doing any of that. But she pretty much comes out and tells him, hey, man, does Sam know that you got him laundering money? Because it's pretty obvious if you looking at, like, from the outside in. But Sam is a retard. Like, no one ever really listens to Sam anyway. You remember at the strip club, Ruth was talking bad to him and her dad beat him up. But Marty's just like, I don't know what you're talking about. He's not laundering any money. And you can't go look at any of his stuff because he hasn't committed a crime. He's just losing money at the casino. Man, everything is just getting tangled. Now, here's where things get interesting. Remember, Sue pulled up with the McLaren. Helen seen it and she didn't like that because it pulled red flags. You're tied to Marty. And you know things. So what Helen did was book an appointment with her as a client to go get seen for therapy. But then when she gets there, she kind of changes it and says, well, as a lawyer, I just want to know what you know about the business. Don't tell me what they did in their sessions. I just want to know what all do you know about our business. Just for, attorney-client privileges, just to make sure that all of our books and everything is good. So she pretty much explains everything about the cartel, all the stuff that they're into. So Helen's just like, okay, thank you. She then has Nelson schedule an appointment. Nelson is the driver, the one that protected Marty when the cartel came from and he watched over the house. He's always with Helen. And pretty much he sits down and he's telling her like, man, my life is all messed up. This is his real life experiences that he's talking about, like driving for the cartel and stuff. He tells her all this and then she's like, no, there's really nothing like wrong with you. It's just, you need a way to express it. Well, the way he expressed it, he goes and kills Sulin. He goes and kills Sue. Sue knew too much information. She had that loud car out there, man. Like, she was doing too much. And she knew all the information about the cartel, unlike the laundering. So she had to be off. It was inevitable. She had to be killed. After he kills her, he goes in there. He finds the books. He sees that Marty's been paying $100, $100 here, $100 here. This is for all the sessions. Then at the bottom, it's a large lump sum of $100,000. So it came up to like $110,000, I think it said on there. That's where she got the money to buy the car. Pretty much, Marty paid her off to be done. Like, hey, that's the end of it. Here's some money. Shh, don't tell nobody any of this information. But she trusted Helen, because she's the lawyer. Got herself killed, man. Dang. At this point, Ruth, she's fed up. So she's in the hospital, still recovering, bruised up, beat, probably ribs is broke, who knows what, because he was stomping her out and everything. So pretty much, long story short, in this scene, she's telling Marty and them, nah, I need y'all to go do something to Frank Jr. When it was my dad that did something, y'all went and killed him. You see what I'm saying? Like, when it's on y'all go do stuff for it. When it's me, we're talking about let's just chill. No, it ain't gonna be like that. If I'm working for y'all, if I'm working with y'all, then y'all need to go do the same thing that y'all would do for your family that you would do for me, because I'm just as important as Wendy or as anybody in this anybody. I was about to say operation, but organization, casino, whatever you want to call it. She's more important than everybody. She can pretty much run it. The red flag wouldn't have came if Wendy wasn't putting that pressure on her. So Ruth wants revenge. She wants it now. Frank Jr., we coming for you. Earlier in the episode, Darlene was talking to Wyatt and was like, man, sometimes it takes you being apart from your family, you know what I'm saying, to understand that you love them and you need them. So it would be a good thing to go see Ruth, especially after she got beat up like that. So Wyatt, he ends up going up to the house after Ruth gets released from the jail. Not the jail. I'm getting everything all mixed up. After she gets released from the hospital. And he's up there talking to her like, man, it's good to see you out and stuff. I apologize for not showing up at the hospital, but my life is good. I don't want you messing up anything. I still love you. I got love for you. But I'm not coming back here. Three's moving in with me at Darlene's. And I'm just gonna be living at the Stales. Like, that's what I'm about to be doing, man. I love you, but I can't be here. I'm happy now. I haven't been happy in a while. So hey, my life is this is where we separate. Hey. I feel them though. Sometimes you still got love for your family members, but you just gotta move on, man. Like, your life doesn't always go in the same path that everyone else's is, man. You gotta make what's right for you. Hey, that's episode 7, man. What do you think is gonna happen to Frank Jr.? Because right now, that's the main focus, I think. Frank Jr. and what they're gonna do with him. I can see Marty getting back on track, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know. We're going to see how it is. Comment below what you think will happen to Frank Jr. Hey, and that's episode 7. We're going to keep rolling. We got 3 more episodes, and this season is done. I think they should have gave us at least 12 to 15 episodes, but they kept it short. So season 4, I'm going to be definitely waiting on it. But hey, like I always say, follow me on my social media if you like. And if you like my content, please subscribe to the channel. Any subscription works for me, and it helps me out and it helps me grow, and I thank you for that. Turn on your notifications. We'll be here tomorrow 9 o'clock a.m. for episode 8. I'm MoedotJ, and I'm out. Thanks.